There we go. Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
So, my lamp that I had for decades friggin' burnt out the bulb. Was almost like, I had to throw it out. The whole thing busted.
Damn.
So I'm using Sharon's special lighting thing that I'm not used to.
I've got to
bear with me.
I gotta get that little half which the bulb goes into.
Yeah.
I've got to get one of those for this one lamp over here, and I just never seem to get around.
It's all dusty over here from this air conditioner. I can't. I'm starting to choke. My God. So bear with me because it feels like I haven't done this in years, even though it's been a couple of weeks. But it's old dusty craziness. So anyway, I haven't did the Real Whovians cast in a long time.
Yeah. And
we got word that a past companion is returning, which Mel is going to be part of Shooty Gatwa's Series 14.
Okay,
so that's surprising. Bonnie Langford. Hello, Beowulf.
Hello, Bed.
I think this actually looks better than my lighting. I think somehow if I can get it right,
it needs to be more overhead. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I don't want to
because it looks like it's nighttime right there, and
I mean it's not going to get any.
Yeah,
not going to get any better. I guess I don't know. I have to get like a fucking YouTube fucking light, I think, or something. Somehow it's just not.
Well, this little thing here's got one of those little light attachments attached to the camera itself, so that helps.
I mean, I don't know. This it's on me. No, it's not. That's not. Okay. No. I don't know. This is as we're gonna figure this out somehow. Somehow. So let's see who wants to come in. Hold on. And again, it is early, but it's early for the UK people.
Yeah.
I'm well aware of that, but you guys have to understand I'm working and I'm working and I'm working. So this is as fast as I could do it because it's a Sunday night, and I get home at 10. Well, I leave at 10 rather than 11.
Yeah.
So, and I guess for the other guys, it might be too early. I'm not sure. I sent a link to Marty, and I'm going to send a link to, let's see, Bad Wolf. If you want to come in, Bad Wolf. All right. I don't even eat dinner yet. I know that, but all right. Just trying to get who wants to come in. All right. So let's see what's. Okay, dude. Sorry. Too early. 4 a.m.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, sorry, Bad Wolf. All right, so here's the thing. What Russell T. Davis is doing is definitely what we
want. A lot of fans want. And isn't it kind of strange? Russell T. was willing to do this, whereas Chub Nuts almost felt like he wanted to separate himself all together.
Moffat did. Well, see, Moffat. Let's correct this because Chibnall did bring back Ace, Tegan.
Well, that's true.
Now everybody, right? But Moffat was the one that didn't want to look back and bring people back in, right?
That's true.
So Russell T. Davis, of course, is the opposite. Thank God he feels that, hey, why wouldn't they return, right? Why wouldn't they appear? Anybody, any of the companions.
He could have brought them back earlier, though, but let's just
again, you know what? It is what it is.
Better late than never.
He did bring back Peter Davison, if you remember. And Moffat wrote that. But it was under Russell T. Davis. So I'm happy. I'm very surprised that she's coming back because I would have thought like Clara or Rose or like Amy Pond or like somebody would have came back before her. So it's very interesting that she's coming back, and I'm wondering if that has anything to do with the villains or villain that's going to appear in the new series. Maybe
Possible.
like
Possible.
musical. Maybe it's because of the musical.
Oh.
She right. Maybe it's because maybe doesn't she sing too? I think
she does.
Bonnie Life, right? So
Yeah. Because if I remember right, unless I'm thinking of the wrong person, I think she also did Peter Pan at one time in the past.
not sure, but I know she did plays and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
if they're going to bring back somebody, let me ask Connor. Let's see, Nissa would be good. Of course, how they would do that, I don't know. But I think everybody would be welcoming Susan back. But to me,
wasn't she supposed to come back in the 60th, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Now, if they're going to do one with Susan, what would be awesome is if they could also pull Jenny at the same time, plus somehow fix up River Song at the same as well.
Well, now we're asking for a lot, right? River.
I know.
I mean, they're really going to screw up the audience, I guess. I mean, I guess we got to do one thing at a time because to have everybody in there all at once. I mean, we got.
Yeah, I don't mean. I'm not talking about
Russell we had.
Okay, I'm not talking about his very first year being on. I'm just saying if they ever decide to do so, do one where you got Jenny and Susan meeting each other, and then somehow fix it up to where somehow our lovely River Song gets rescued.
Right. Yeah, I mean that would be an odd thing too. I mean, I wonder. What are they going to say about Susan when she does appear? Like, what's canon and what's not canon?
Yeah.
There was a lot of, I guess, audio Big Finish stuff. Is that canon or not? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be, it's going to be very
there's the rub right there. Yeah.
And did she, like, return to the past somehow? Because she was in the future of the Earth, right?
Yeah.
Battling the Daleks, right?
It was 20. Oh, what was it? I've got a Doctor Who chronology thing here somewhere.
But it was in an all. But the thing that it's interesting is that it's in an alternate because the Doctor traveled so many times after that in an alternate universe now. I think, right?
Yeah.
That she's in because you're not in the actual universe because there's a lot of stuff going on, right? So, I wonder. I really wonder what they're going to do because I wonder if he's going to throw the Timeless Child thing in the garbage.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope they figure something out to where it looks as though that maybe that was, like I said, a Rassilon plan to try to screw the Doctor. And
yeah, I'm going to shut my camera off because I don't want you. She just made me dinner, so. I'm going to be talking while eating, so don't mind that the camera's off. I'm very excited about the musical episode, too, because they've never done it, and they always tease about doing it. And the thing that's interesting, I think Russell T. Davies is a big fan of Buffy, I think. And he loved that they did that Buffy thing. So back of his mind, I think it was always probably
the one thing I'm wondering about, is it going to be an episode or is it going to be part of the 60th? That's what I'm trying to remember.
But no, I don't think it's going to be part of the 60th. I think the musical. Now, if something go wrong and they're all stuck singing,
like they did with the Flash. Okay.
Maybe
Flash and Supergirl.
Yeah, maybe a villain makes them sing.
Maybe the what's that? What's the transgen villain actor? Because remember, I noticed that the fact that their collar resembled that of a piano. So I wonder if that's going to be the musical one.
Maybe. I would think so because it does look like she's got the piano thing going on. I'm wondering when Shruti's going to appear in the 60th. Is it gonna be in the Giggle episode? And is David Tennant regenerating the street? Because I heard a rumor he doesn't do it in the TARDIS. I heard.
Yeah.
That's a rumor, though.
Because personally, I think that the way they should set it up is probably at the latter half of the second episode, like near the end. That's when he regenerates into Shooty, and then Shooty.
No, but he's got a full 3 episodes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can't be 2. So Shooty's one's a 4th one. Shooty's one's the Christmas special, so it's not counted as those 3.
Yeah.
But he appears in the 60th, though. So, I heard. Very interesting. I love the outfits, though. Right? There's that 70s vibe.
I think so.
Reminds me of Austin Powers a little bit. Right? Or 60s or 70s?
Ugh.
70s, right?
Here, repeat that again.
I said the outfits that he was wearing, right? Is it a 60s piece or is it a 70s piece?
I want to say 70s.
Yeah. I want to see. Let me just see if I could get pictures. So I'm going to show it. It's on Google. What the hell is going on? Having technical difficulties here somewhere. Gotta really fix this whole setup to do podcasts easier, I guess. It's like it's not set up right. Let me put the camera back on for a minute. Oh, it's the 5th. Why am I saying it's the 14th doctor? 15th doctor. Hello. Alright, so that's screen share. Let's see. Presidents. Screen. Alright, so there's these pictures.
Yeah.
Right? Now that's is that 60s? 60s, okay.
Yeah, that does look more 60s now that I look at it.
No, they said it flat out. It's the 60s. All right. So.
Yeah, because it has something of like a Mod Squad look to it. Now that I look at it.
I like it, though. I think
it's
great.
It does. It looks great. They're taking a cue from
he looks
Joe,
like he's the type.
Her outfit.
He looks like he's the type of doctor that doesn't fool around.
Zoe. No, not Zoe.
He looks like a doctor that doesn't screw around. That he's ready to battle. No? You agree or no?
Yeah, it does.
You can hear me right?
Yeah, I can hear you just great.
Okay. I like the way she looks.
I think you were eating before, so you were phasing in and out when you were eating. So
I like the way she looks too. And he's got this other thing going on. He's got this thing, right? That outfit when he emerges in the TARDIS. That's interesting. He's got like a lot of outfits.
I'd say.
I wonder what, like, I guess there's none. I don't know what's going to be his main outfit though. Interesting. And you know what? It's interesting. He quit the show, his other show, to make sure he had time for Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
So that's very telling, you know. So let me shut my camera up again. But and then we got the spin-offs, which I guess is going to be Unit.
Yeah, the unit-based ones.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's November it starts, so it's not that far away.
Yeah, and then that way they can start pulling up, maybe pulling a little bit. If they do that, then I guess that with a little luck, they can start getting the Doctor fully off, not fully off of Earth, but at least, let's say, a great deal off of Earth, because that did get a little bit annoying after a while.
Well, we always wanted to be off Earth, but
I could understand, like uh, maybe 3 to 4 of the shows to be off Earth, uh, instead of this way they did do it. I mean, that was annoying after a while. And I know the whole notion is, well, look at the John Pertwee, but there was a reason for it. Where with Eccleston through Eccleston through a lot of the others, it's like there's no real reason for it.
The season's smaller though too.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a factor.
I wonder if that's to fit in with the whole Disney Plus thing.
I think it was because he wasn't available, but now he is. I mean, so that's that's going to be interesting. I mean, are they going to make the seasons bigger, like his second season? Which
let's hope so. Let's hope. Yeah, start off with a small season, then increase it by, let's see, 3 by the second.
Right.
And go back to the regular standard game.
Well, there's no more standard. Shouldn't have fucked that shit up so bad. We don't even know.
Yeah.
What it's going to be. So.
Yeah, but what they need to do, this is what they also need to do. This is something which CW should have done as well. With their superhero universe. Right. When Doctor Who is off the air, all right?
Yeah.
When they're on hiatus, whether it's the Unit ones or Doctor Who, whoever's on hiatus, they have that person's time spot.
Well, they did that with Sherlock. Remember with Sherlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
what they should do, because if they put them, to me, if they put them together like in one season, it's one's going to get sacrificed. So if they have them like taking the other one's spot while,
right.
I mean, granted, I can understand if they're going to have a crossover, maybe have the episodes on a certain day, but other than that, it should be this season. Then while whoever's on hiatus, boom. And like I said, to this day, I think that's what really killed off the CW's a lot of the CW superhero shows, because they're
done now with superhero shows.
Yeah.
So, look, I'm excited that we got 3 specials.
Yes.
Right? And then we get a Christmas special, which a lot of people are not realizing, the same year. So we're getting 4 this year.
Yeah, we're getting basically
which is
4.
Nice. Next year,
they like us. They really like us.
But you know what though? There was these people on Twitter that I don't think they understand. They're like, they were bashing Russell T Davies and how could he do this with David Tennant. Shooty wasn't available. They hired Shooty, but we would have not had anything for Doctor Who's 60th anniversary. It's like, thank God Russell T Davies.
He was like too busy with his own show at the time.
But it's a good thing we got David Tennant back and Catherine Tate. I'm all happy about it. I don't know why some people are not, and I don't understand why people are making a big stink like he screwed up.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot the reason why Shooty couldn't appear.
Well, he's filming his other show and he was filming Barbie. So the whole point is that we were going to have no 60th anniversary and no nothing. Mm-hmm. So thank God he got David Tennant and Catherine Tate back. And then, we'll get Shooty after. But I'm happy and I'm comfortable because, again,
I am.
David Tennant.
I'm happy with everything that they're doing with the show. I really am.
David Tennant's my favorite Doctor, next to Tom Baker.
Yeah.
So he became my favorite Doctor, and I'm happy. I'm getting what I want, and some people are not. But then we're getting people complaining they wish
Yeah,
they
the same
Jody
people
would have
who
regenerated.
were whining about that kept whining about, claiming that Chub Nuts and Whitaker were leaving, even though the BBC was saying otherwise. So,
Well, listen, they left, but now people are like upset, like they want her back. I guess some people, a small, you know, percentage. She is, I think, gonna be in the 60s somewhat, I believe. But then again, I could be wrong. But
yeah. The fact that she and I believe it was Matt Smith, they've got a deal. Wasn't there word that
something about Matt
she
Smith's
and
gonna do audios, I
got
think.
a big fit? Yeah, which I think is probably
I just one thing that bothers me though is I want them to fix the Joe Martin thing because Chibnall admitted he never knew what placement she was going to be in. So it was all these people assuming she was
be the first doctor.
No, well, that's the point is that all these people assuming that she was the first or second or that's bullshit because again, like they just admitted that he had no idea. They just made up themselves. So that's not canon. That's not real.
Yeah,
she could technically be a later on doctor, honestly.
Yeah. Now, if they want to shoot it, if they want to shoot towards she was from the multiverse and somehow crossed over, fine.
Because they're not going to do that because they said same brain.
Yeah.
Meaning it wouldn't be the same brain if it was a different universe. So she's I'm going to take a guess and say that Shooty regenerates into Joe Martin. And I think that's the way to handle it because then Russell T. Davies could write for Joe Martin. And I would love that, honestly. And
I'd love to see Joe Martin come back. Yeah.
They could do that whole season with the division. Yeah. I mean, I know he probably don't really want to touch on that, but they need to explain her placement, honestly, in doctor line. Like what doctor is she? She is 16. So
or she could be like I was saying, she could be
I mean her memory was wiped, so she knows she's the doctor, but she don't know anything about being the doctor. She don't know about her other incarnations, I guess. So that the division screwed that up, I guess.
Yeah.
So, So and then we also saw the Master, they did like some photo shoot and we had the Master and Missy walking down this thing. Like I don't think it's for Doctor Who, but it was like, oh, what if Sasha Dewan and Michelle Gomez were together, right? But it looked pretty fucking cool. I was like, oh, this shit would be great. You got to see both of them, and they're still making it like they don't know what he's supposed to be after Missy. I don't know why they're making it like he might not be, because it's always been that way. Like I don't know why they're gonna make it like he's somewhere else. Like that would screw up the whole placement of everything, right? It was always the Master and the Doctor were always in line.
Yeah,
their current selves with each other, right? So it wasn't like River Song where
like initially with the Gallifrey, you couldn't go to the future of Gallifrey. It was always present day, like
like the time zones or whatever way they explain it. Like the Master and the Doctor was kind of always in line.
Yeah,
with the exception of, I guess you could say now, John Sim meeting Capaldi's Doctor, right? And then it's like, oh, okay, But then, see, that kind of throws a wrench into things too, because then what if, like, John Simmer regenerates into not Missy, but Sasha Dewan, we don't freaking know.
Well, that Cyberman adventure of David's, that could have screwed things.
Oh yeah, we never even seen that episode either. Like there was like they showed up in the TARDIS, but they cut that. Remember that?
Yeah,
that was supposed to be a thing too. Yeah.
No, Listen, I'm glad. I'm brain farting here.
Oh, you're talking about
Peter Capaldi when they were battling the Cybermen, and
see, I don't like the way that was left.
Caught in that black hole, that could have screwed things.
I don't like how. Yeah, I don't like how things were left with that. Like I don't like it that he just left Nardole and died. That bothers me and just kind of didn't sit well with me. But I mean, Nardole will figure it out, I guess. But still, I didn't like that. So, look, we got, like I said, I didn't like the last trailer. I think I told you.
Yeah,
with
you
David
were
Tennant.
not too happy and
No, I just felt like you could have did so much better. I know it was people were trying to tell me it was the trailer for the
all
titles,
three. Yeah, all three
just to
combined.
show off the titles. Not that they really, but they could have. They had more effort they put into it the previous time than you know what I'm saying. All right, so what if we're showing the title names? They should have, and then they did some weird stuff with that. I didn't think that was real at first with the hazy screen and the
Yeah,
redacted
that
garbage.
that I have to say that was real stupid.
I don't like
That
any of that.
that tidbit where they were doing the whole blurring. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
saw
don't even know
one of
what that is.
those.
It was a Venus flytrap. I didn't think it was real. I really didn't think it was real for a while. That's why we even talked about it because I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
think it was real. And then it turns out to be real. Like just shitty special effects and shitty. Like, what are you doing? You got the budget so much better. Like, why are you doing this shit like this?
Yeah, it was just
Right?
poor. That one I have to say.
I don't get it. I don't get it. And then he said something about Gallifrey, which you know what? What if they do what I said a long time ago they should have did? That Wilf was a Time Lord that skipped out on the Time War. He raised a family on Earth.
It
right?
wouldn't. I'm sorry, it wouldn't work.
Why?
Me,
Because he was a soldier that missed the war. Remember they kept saying that though?
yeah,
At the time, she's like, "You missed everything. You missed it. The war. You missed the war." She kept saying it. Like, what if it wasn't our war? What if it's a Time War? Because that would probably mean how it works with Donna Noble, because she is part, regardless of the Meta Crisis, she is kind of part Time Lord because they always hinted like them being like brothers and sisters type of thing, right? Like,
yeah.
so like they were, so they had a connection. But we'll see.
I'll
Obviously,
try to do a family of blood type setup.
We'll see what they do with Donna Noble this time. I have a feeling she's probably going to lose a memory again, but who knows? Yeah. But
I think.
Hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, I am changing the. I'm going to say Matrix Load Studio, but I'm changing things around a little bit. Like I think the lighting is better now. Maybe not. We'll see. I got to change things up a little bit and try to, see how this is going to work. We're gonna, as you know, like there is going to be more Whovians cast as we get closer. It's not really. It's still not close. Like I know people would demanding they want the real Whovians cast. It's still hardly things to talk about. I mean, that guy. I'm glad Mel was back, but I wasn't expecting her to come back. She just came back, right?
We got like 4 to we got like maybe.
She just came back with Chibnall, so like I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not against it. I just, you know what I think they're going to do? They're going to probably say that there are members of the companions that are like generals or something for unit or something like that, like where they're off commanding their own.
Something like almost like a mercenary type group.
I mean, they're commanding their own division of unit.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Could be off-world. It could be having a unit thing presence off-world. I mean, she was back on Earth though, right? She was in that when they were talking to each other, right? So she's back on Earth. So I mean, I wonder if she's doing stuff with Kate Stewart, right? How they're going to resolve that. I mean, we saw Tegan, we saw Nyssa.
Yes.
Not Tegan. We saw Tegan, we saw Ace. We didn't see Nyssa. But
I would love to see Nyssa. I'm sorry, Nissa's my favorite. So she and Perry are my 2 toss-up for my second favorite companions.
Yeah. See, now that's a weird thing because I never saw Nyssa and Tegan as lovers, right?
No, they weren't.
They weren't. And then we saw something that Russell T. Davies did one of those lockdown things.
It was the
funeral for Sarah Jane.
The funeral for Sarah Jane.
But they tried to hint that they were a couple. They're not a couple.
No, they're not.
At all. And then Chibnall took that away and said that she was married twice, right? Husband. She's heterosexual. She's not bisexual. She's not gay. She's not, So then she said she went through 2 husbands or something. So I don't know what the canon is between Big Finish and regular if Nyssa came back. Because the way they left off Nyssa, she was dying, right? She had to cure this uncurable disease.
Yeah, she had Lazarus.
She was dying. So we don't know if she actually died or was cured. I mean, I guess according to Rusty Davies, she's alive because she was at the funeral. right? But we don't know in the context of what that is.
Yes, she was at the funeral.
Yeah. So again, it'll be interesting take on what Russell T Davis does with the companions of
Which,
old.
like I said, I'm waiting to see. I can't wait. I want it to hurry up.
Susan, I just waiting to see what he does with Susan. I mean, that's going to
same
be
here.
the 60th anniversary is going to be very interesting, and exactly who appears. What's up? What's up, unknown? It's gonna it's gonna be interesting to see what Russell T Davis does. What doctors come back, what masters come back if they do. Because I kind of hope we have some type of multi episode, even though we got Neil Patrick Harris as the villain, right? I hope we have some type of thing, you know. And again, I'm hearing Matt Smith, I'm hearing Capaldi, I'm hearing Christopher Eccleston, but we'll see. You know, Paul McGann. You know, hopefully we get everything we want, or most of it.
Hey, if they could get if they could get old Tom back again, but that would be good.
Yeah, I know. So, like I said, as time goes on, when we get closer to November, there will be more.
We're going to have more Whovians, yeah.
Don't expect
You're
real
right.
Whovians every day.
When stuff is really just bleeding out here and there, it really
don't expect. I mean, as much as we love doing podcasts, I'm not going to force doing the Real Whovians cast. Like we did one today because, of course, we're going to talk about Mel, coming back and all that stuff like that. But if anything, the everything shows we're going to be doing because there's a lot of stuff we have to talk about. There's something broke today for the everything show. I think the guy that plays Submariner has sexual harassment charges.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I got in the middle of watching it.
We got to talk about that. I got to talk to Chris about that. We got to talk about that on the everything show.
And I can strongly recommend both the latest Spider-Verse and Transformers because both those.
Yeah, I know you saw both. You liked both, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I got to watch that too. Still, I've been a little behind. I was doing the game. I'll explain it on here, even though it's real movies. So, I going back and forth competition with the guy raining elbows. Right, that's my adversary, my opponent. And I made the mistake of. I don't know if you remember. I played this game called Beat the Clock Hardcore, where every click is a second, and you have to click to 24 hours. Okay. So imagine just 60 clicks is a minute.
Yeah.
And you have to press that thing to reach 24 hours before the clock reaches 24 hours, right? Now the clock is just like 1, 2, 3, right? 3. So, and I'm like, no. So when I did it the first time, I got so hurt. Like I damaged my hands. Like everything, because you have to understand, we're not pressing the most, like with those type of games, you press it 2,000 times, right?
Yeah.
This was like, I'm talking, I don't know the exact amount, but it's hundreds of thousands of times, right? Hundreds of thousands. Yeah. And I'm playing it for 10 hours straight.
Oh, damn.
Right? You can't turn it off. You can't save it. You can't leave it where if the thing powers off, you lose your place.
You almost need one. You know that little bird that's weighted by water. You almost need that little guy.
Right, I know, but then you'll never beat the game because it's taking forever. So like when I played it the first time, I really hurt myself. Right. Then the second time happened. I'm like, I'm doing it because I saw he was doing it. Right. He did the third. There's only 3 versions of it. Right. And it wasn't that long before I played it the second time. So now when I played it the third time, I'm talking like feeling like an old person. Like I never had pain in my hands. The last time I had pain in my hands was when I was in high school playing volleyball, right?
Ooh.
And I had to train my hands and to break whatever capillaries or whatever so I could hit the volleyball, right? So because the body wasn't strong enough, right? So you break, if something breaks when you were doing it, and then you could do it all the time, right? So I haven't had my hands hurt like that since like 1989 or 90. Like I'm talking long time ago, decades ago.
Yeah.
So now I would press this, then press this, then press this. So it's not just a finger. because it's the fingers connected to the whole entire hand.
Yep.
So you're doing this. This whole thing is shaking. So it's the whole goddamn hand, and then it's also the shoulders because you're like, so it's just the whole body is fucked up, right? And I played it while I'm playing it faster each time. Like it still took me this last time 6 hours, I guess what this was, but I'm talking faster than usual. So after that, when I went to play everything else, I was in agony, and I'm like, oh, like whatever. Like I was icing it, I was like putting in everything, man, and nothing was working. Right? I could have took a leave or something, but I fucked myself up so bad that I started to be like, I don't want to play. I don't want to like. I was hurting, like actual hurting. So I did play though, and the thing is, with this type of competition, it doesn't allow for like breaks or like.
Which I'm sorry, there should be. If you're going to be hitting that thing, as long as you have,
we're all competing to be number one. So like people will take advantage of your weakness. If I'm going to work, they'll be like, "This motherfucker's going to work. We're going to beat him." A no. So I lost today. I was like, I played a little bit here and there and here. I didn't play what I'm usually capable of playing. And I gave not that I gave up yesterday, but I said, look, man, I'm taking a break from competition because I'm gonna break something, or I'm gonna do some type of nerve damage because I'm not getting it. Like we get older and it's taking longer for us to heal, right? Like this shoulder's been taking almost a year to heal. Like so like even unknown was trying to tell me, the guy unknown, he's like, you got to take off, you got to take a break, let the guy pass you, because God forbid you get nerve damage, then I can't do shit, right? If you can't use your hands, this is the most important part of your body, right? Like you can't use this, you're fucking dumb, just like your legs, right? Right? So, and I see the guy was like, I went to sleep, and the guy got like fucking 7 platinums, 8 platinums, 9 platinums. Guy had fucking 20, and it's like, Jesus Christ, no matter what I did. So I said, I took a back seat. I'm like, listen, just go, bro. Pass me, whatever. I need a few days. To heal. Maybe I'll play some stuff, but I know my body, and I said, oh, I'm going to do the Whovians. Now, we did it today, right? Yep. I said it yesterday, right? But people don't understand that. Yeah, I said do Whovians, but I work though. Like I'm good. They call me in. I have
having a life.
But the thing is, they call me in early. I gotta go in. Like there's nobody else. So yeah, I wanted to do the Whovians early, but then they call me in early. So it's like not gonna happen, and I can't. I don't like rushing through things. So if I know I got to work now hours early or different things, I can't do the podcast because I can't be like, oh, you're done, Scott? Okay, we got to get out of here now. No, I want you to be able to talk and say what you want to say. So I saw a freaking memery, freaking jerk, posting a thing about a lie. No, asshole, I had to fucking work. Like, we still did it the same day, although it's nighttime. It's here. I didn't lie. We did it, just not exactly as early as you expected it to be. But I still fucking did it. So, but I don't want to feel like I have to do it, like I'm forced to do it.
Yeah, when you start getting the feeling like you have to do it in order to.
Right, I'm the boss.
And it's no more. It's not fun anymore.
Memer's not the boss of me. Nobody's the boss of me. So, like, I want to have everybody on, but it's got to be convenient, mostly for me. Yeah. Because and then you and everything else. So, there is really no purpose to do the real Whovians.
Hey, Dan.
Unless we get a trailer, right, Scott? Because what are we going to cover?
This whole notion of, oh, look, Shooty or David, they've got this cool hairstyle.
Right, okay. Wow. So we just fucking talk about that. See, that's the thing. Everybody's doing that. They're talking about it for fucking hours. They're analyzing. I don't have time for that. I was in gaming competition. So I'm like, all right, that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with you. If we're going to do a podcast on a
It's gotta
show
be
that we
some
like, then
substance.
it's going to have to be about. It's either something that broke or something that, in other words, something that came out not broke.
Like that shit on the Everything Show about some mariner fucking doing those crimes. His fucking career is done, right? We're gonna be talking about that because that relates to Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror. Is he gonna get fired too? Like these guys represent Disney. They're not gonna be Disney's not gonna keep these guys. So like they'll be history. They fuck everything else. So like that's why that's worthy of a podcast because we have to go into it deep and be like, oh, because that's the thing. Will Disney back these people? No. Look at how they go woke with everything.
The dude who did Kang, they pretty much said,
I mean, so far
behind him, and then later on, it's like
so far it looks like he's on his way out.
Yeah.
So far, so that's the thing. It's like that's a major thing to cover. I don't think Chris is available. I didn't ask him, but it's Sunday night. It's last minute. I know. I could see if he's around. And then we could do an Everything Show.
I saw that. Which one? Oh, Deadpool 3. I misread that. I thought I saw the Expendables 4 trailer, which I love.
I want to see that too.
I didn't know what it was about because it was one of those. Here are the movies that are coming out here, latest trailers. I thought, oh, this is cool, and then it didn't dawn on me initially that it was for the Expendables.
Well, they promised him to do another one after they fucking leaked it that time, right?
Yep.
So let's see if he wants to do it. I don't know if he wants to do it. Everything. All right, so we're gonna get off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I have to get used to new lighting because, like I said, my light broke. I'm gonna be talking to Unknown off the air because we're gonna discuss that game, even though I'm like not doing competition.
Yeah,
it's still in the back of my mind. I'm just gonna say it here because even though it's real Whovians, it really irks the shit out of me and bothers me that I worked so hard to get to this position with the gaming, and then if God forbid I want to sleep, or God forbid I have to work, or whatever, I have to keep up a certain amount of things. So it's like feeling like work to me, right? That I could go to work and I could lose the whole fucking shit I just did, right? That pisses me off because I'm like, I was just 70 whatever, right? Now I'm 75 again. What the fuck, right?
I
just
saw
went
that.
to work. What did I fucking do? What did I do? I just went to work. That's all I did. And this fucking shit, you lose everything. Not only did I lose the rankings for the fucking, which pisses me off. Not only did I lose the rankings for America from 8th to 9th, but I went from fucking 71 or 72 down to 74, like in the world. Like, what the fuck? So I'm pissed. And that's the thing is like I'm hurt and I'm pissed, and that's even worse because like as much as I want to play, I shouldn't play, right? So because I still, regardless of even if I don't game, this is the problem, right? Even if I don't game, I have to use these hands. I'm very hands-on work, so I won't be getting a break regardless. Even if I don't, that's why I'm probably going to game, but not as much. I don't know. I got to see. So, Scott, it's been great talking to you.
Yes,
we got to try to figure out a schedule with the Everything Show, and we're gonna start doing some. It's me really because I got to get time. I am free on Wednesday and I am free on Saturday, so I'll be sending messages out to everybody.
Here. I'm free on Wednesday. I'm free on Saturday because Tuesday I do my stint at Third Eye Vision.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say your job, whatever. Okay.
No.
I still got to find out why I was freaking blocked on there.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why you would be.
Yeah. I don't know. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now. Oh, no, I'm going to talk to you.